The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. First, the headlines. Former governor resigns from PDP to focus on youth initiative. Budget paddling scandal. National Assembly in hot water over irregularities. 2 Navy and Air Force personnel collapsed during Armed Force Remembrance Day celebration. Kogi Governor Usman Ododo reaffirms commitment to education. Sanwo-Olu denies involvement in Obasanjo's impeachment. Bepu calls on expansion of Kaduna Peace Initiative. Zamfara governor meets NAF team investigating a strike tragedy. Now the news in detail. Alhaji Attahiru Dalhatu Bafarawa, former two-term governor of Sokoto State, has officially announced his resignation from the People's Democratic Party (PDP). This move comes as he aims to channel his effort towards the Northern Star Youth Empowerment Initiative (NSYEI), a recently established organization designed to empower young people across the northern region. In a letter submitted to the PDP National Chairman, Umar Damagun, on January 8, 2025, and received on January 13, Bafara explained that his growing responsibilities of the NSYEI had created a conflict of interest with his political role. He emphasized that the initiative, which he co-founded in late 2004, requires his full attention in promoting self-reliance and entrepreneurship among youths. I will now focus on raising awareness for youth entrepreneurship and empowerment initiative to boost self-productivity and reduce dependency, Bafara stated. He also expressed gratitude for his time with the PDP and wished the party leadership the best in its future endeavors. Meanwhile, a shocking report by the Budget, a civil tech organization, has uncovered massive irregularities in the 2024 budget of the Federal College of Horticultural Technology, Dadin-Kowa, Gombe State. The college's initial budget proposed of 368 million was drastically inflated to 42.7 billion after approval by the National Assembly. The budget discrepancy of over 42 billion naira, a staggering increase of more than 5,000%, has raised serious questions about transparency. According to budgets, the additional funds were allocated to 12 projects unrelated to the college mandates, including solar street lights, boreholes, and community infrastructure projects scattered across various states, far from the Gombe-based institution. Some of the devious projects include solar street lights in multiple states, 1.6 billion naira, construction of classrooms, boreholes, and transformers, 1.5 billion, distribution of tricycles in Lagos, 500 million. Budget has urged the National Assembly to ensure integrity in the 2025 budget review and to reconsider these questionable allocations. Moving on, in a drastic turn of events during the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day ceremony in Owerri, Imo State, 2 Navy and Air Force personnel collapsed while standing at guard of honor. The incident occurred amid solemn activities honoring the sacrifices of Nigerian armed forces. The day, observed on January 15, served as a reminder of the courage, resilience, and sacrifice made by Nigerian servicemen and veterans of past wars, including the World Wars and Nigerian Civil War. The reason for the collapse remained unclear, with officials on the scene confirming the health and well-being of the soldiers after incident. The commemoration continues with a tribute to the nation's fallen heroes. In another development, Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo emphasized his administration's commitment to quality education during an unscheduled visit to the GYB Model Science School in Lokoja. Addressing the students, Ododo explained that paying their WAEC fees should not be viewed as a favor, but as a responsibility the government is fulfilling for their benefit. The future of our state depends on how we invest in your education, Ododo told the students, highlighting his administration's promise to continue supporting their academic journey. He also urged them to aim for excellence and assured them that bursaries and scholarships would be available to support their higher education. The governor reflected on his own struggles to access education, promising to ensure that students in the state do not face similar hardship. The school's principals expressed appreciation for the governor's effort in prioritizing education and developing infrastructure. Moving on, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has categorically denied any involvement in the removal of Mudashiru Obasi as Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Sanwo-Olu's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Boyega Akosile, stated that the governor had no role in the legislative decision, labeling it as a purely internal matter for the lawmakers. Akosile stressed that the governor, who is focused on governance and the welfare of Lagos' 20 million residents, was as surprised as the public by the speaker's impeachment. The governor respects the autonomy of the legislative arm and has no intention of meddling in political dispute. Akosile clarifies. He emphasized that Sanwo-Olu remained dedicated to advancing the state's development and will continue to focus on his administration's core objective rather than engaging in political skirmishes. Furthermore, the Birnin Gwari Emirate Progressive Union, BIPU, has urged the federal government to extend the peace accord recently implemented in Kaduna State to other states grappling with banditry, including Niger, Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto. The appeals follow the success of the Peace Dialogue Group initiative in Kaduna, facilitated by the state government and federal agencies. The initiative brought together stakeholders, including senior bandit leaders, many of whom have since disarmed, pledged to uphold peace. BEPU Chairman Dr. Isa Galadima, in a statement on Wednesday, January 15, praised the peace accord achievement and stressed its potentials for broader application across affected regions. He appealed to the federal government to replicate this initiative in states like Niger, Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto, fostering national reconciliation and sustainable peace, Galadima stated. The union also called for developmental and infrastructure restoration to Birnin Gwari, highlighting the urgent need for highway rehabilitation, restoration of communication network, and the resumption of financial services to aid economic recovery. Galadima further emphasized the need for resettling internally displaced persons (IDPs) with adequate housing and amenities. The peace initiative has already yielded tangible results, such as the release of kidnapped victims, the return of displaced farmers to their land, and the revival of commercial activities in the region. People expressed gratitude to the Emir of Birnin Gwari, Malam Zubair Jibrin Mai Gwari II, and other local leaders for their dedication to peace process. The union commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kaduna State Governor Obasani for their commitment to fostering peace and stability. Galadima also urged the people of Birnin Gwari to support the ongoing peace effort to consolidate the gain achieved. Finally, Zamfara State Governor Daud Alawa has received a Nigerian Air Force NAF fact-finding team investigating the tragic airstrike that killed over 16 residents in Tuga, Kara, Maradun local government area on January 11, 2025. The team, led by Edward Gapquet, Director of Coordination and Cooperation of Civil-Military Relations, met with the governor at the Zamfara Government House on Tuesday. Gapquet assured the governor of the NAV's commitment to professionalism and transparency, stating that the officers were in the state to conduct a thorough and objective investigation. Following the meeting, the team proceeded to Tugar Kara for an on-the-spot assessment of the site. The Air Force had initially denied reports of civilians casualty during the airstrike, but later acknowledged the incident. Governor Lawa calls for justice and accountability, emphasizing the need to prevent further tragedies. The investigation is expected to shed light on the circumstances surrounding the airstrike and provide recommendations to avert similar incidents in the future. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The Papyrus.